For decades, the playbook for winning in business was pretty clear. Get bigger. More funding, a larger team, wider distribution. But that playbook is quickly becoming obsolete. In today's landscape, a small startup armed with the right AI can seriously challenge a billion-dollar company. We're not just talking about minor changes to the game. The fundamental rules are being rewritten before our eyes. Welcome to MBA in Minutes, your spot to get a deeper understanding of complex business concepts in a bite-sized, digestible format. It's your MBA, simplified. If you feel like business is more unpredictable than ever, you're right. The market is being reshaped by two powerful forces working together. First, generative AI has evolved from an interesting experiment into an essential business tool. Second, consumer behavior has changed dramatically, making old marketing and sales models ineffective. This isn't a forecast, it's what's happening right now. Businesses are racing to keep up. For instance, recent surveys show a majority of marketing leaders are significantly increasing their AI investments. They recognize that the old strategies no longer work. The companies that grasp this new environment won't just get by, they'll lead their industries. But those sticking to outdated methods risk being left behind. It's a strange reversal, where the very things that used to ensure success, like size and legacy, can now slow you down. Let's break down the three major shifts defining this new competitive landscape. Section 1. The AI Revolution. The Autonomous Competitor. For a long time, the biggest hurdle to entering a market was scale. You needed huge teams for customer service, complex supply chains, and massive marketing budgets. That barrier is now significantly lower. The problem with traditional business models is that they're often slow and expensive because they rely so heavily on manual human effort. A marketing department might plan a campaign over an entire quarter. A logistics team uses forecasts that can be outdated by the time they're put into action. The first major shift is that AI is no longer just a support tool. It's becoming an autonomous competitor. It's leveling the playing field, giving smaller companies capabilities once only available to massive corporations. And this goes far beyond simple chatbots. We're now seeing AI agents that can manage entire business functions on their own. For example, think of an AI that doesn't just write a few ad variations, but generates thousands of personalized ads, deploys them, analyzes their performance in real time, and adjusts the budget, all in the time it takes a manager to check their email. Or consider an AI that manages a company's supply chain by predicting demand shifts from social trends and automatically placing orders. While specific results vary, companies adopting this level of AI are reporting significant cost reductions and much more efficient inventory management. This is how a small startup can now offer 24/7 customer support that rivals a Fortune 500 company. AI agents can deliver faster response times and improve customer satisfaction, all at a fraction of the cost. This technology has lowered the barriers to entry so much that we're seeing new, disruptive companies pop up in nearly every industry. The new rule isn't about the size of your team, but the sophistication of your AI. Section 2. The Unpredictable Consumer. The Market of One. The second force turning business on its head is the consumer. Our expectations and habits have fundamentally changed, creating an era of the unpredictable consumer. People are making surprising trade-offs, saving in one area to splurge in another, and many are prioritizing local brands. According to a 2025 McKinsey survey, 36% of consumers prefer domestic brands specifically because they want to support local businesses. For companies, this means mass marketing is no longer effective. Trying to appeal to a broad demographic is like casting a net and catching nothing. Consumers now expect to be treated as individuals. This brings us to the second major shift. The new competitive advantage is hyper-personalization, creating what you could call a market of one. And this is where AI becomes essential. By analyzing a user's real-time behavior, what they click, watch, or add to a cart, AI can deliver a unique experience for each person. The website you see is different from the one I see, with content and offers tailored just for you. But this creates a real paradox. While studies show that around 71% of consumers expect these tailored experiences, far fewer actually trust companies with the data needed to create them. One report found that only 37% of customers trust companies with their personal information. Consumers want you to know them, but they're wary of how you'll use what you know. This makes trust the most valuable currency for a business in 2025. Brands that are transparent about how they use data and give customers control will earn loyalty. Those that are careless or invasive will be left behind. Section 3. The Unexpected Winners. David versus Goliath 2.0. When you combine autonomous AI with a consumer base that demands personalization, you get a new class of nimble competitors. The challenge for large, established companies is often their own structure. They can be weighed down by legacy technology, internal bureaucracy, and a culture that's slow to change. Their size, once a major advantage, can now hinder their ability to adapt quickly. They're like a large cargo ship trying to navigate a narrow, winding river, while agile startups zip past them in speedboats. This leads to the third major shift. We're seeing a modern version of David versus Goliath, where David is equipped with AI. Consider this realistic example, a two-person apparel startup. They don't have a massive marketing department or a call center. What they do have is a smart, integrated suite of AI tools. Their AI analyzes social media trends to predict the next popular style, allowing them to order small test batches and avoid costly inventory mistakes. Their customer support is handled by an advanced AI that offers 24/7 help in multiple languages. But their marketing is where they truly punch above their weight. Using generative AI, they can create and target ads to very specific micro-communities, instead of a broad campaign for women aged 25 to 35. They can target women aged 25 to 35 in Austin who love hiking and follow specific sustainability influencers. This approach is powerful because while social media isn't the only place people look, one 2025 study found that nearly a third of consumers now use social platforms for product research. Now, compare that to a large, traditional retailer that plans its collections a year out and spends millions on a one-size-fits-all ad campaign. The startup is precise, fast, and efficient. The incumbent is slow, general, and less agile. This isn't just a theory. Research already shows that small businesses embracing AI are experiencing faster revenue growth than their competitors. This is a quiet revolution happening right now. The competitive rules have changed, but that doesn't mean it's impossible to win. It just means you have to adapt quickly. Success in this new era comes down to being smarter with your resources. Here are 3 key areas of focus. First, Start treating AI as more than just a simple tool. Build your business around autonomous systems that can handle entire workflows. Second, earn consumer trust by being transparent. Solve the personalization privacy paradox by being clear about how you use data and giving your customers real control. And third, focus on being hyper-relevant. Use AI to understand and serve the specific needs of smaller communities, because the one-size-fits-all consumer is a thing of the past. We'll be exploring each of these strategies in more detail soon, so if you want to stay on top of these changes, make sure you subscribe. The business world looks fundamentally different today. The competitive landscape is now defined by AI that can act as an independent competitor, by consumers who demand deep personalization, and by the resulting opportunity for small, agile companies to challenge industry leaders. The traditional pillars of competition, capital, labor, and scale, are being reevaluated. A widely cited 2020 report from the World Economic Forum projected that AI could shift the job market significantly, displacing 85 million jobs globally by 2025, while creating 97 million new ones. This projection highlights the enormous scale of the transformation we're in. So, to wrap up, the old fear was about being replaced by AI. That's not the most pressing question anymore. The real question is, will you be outcompeted by someone who uses AI more effectively than you?